This video right here, it's not breaking news, but it's a curse. It's a curse to the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, I know especially the fans, will give anything if they can turn back the heads of times just to win one Super Bowl out of the 4 Super Bowls that they have lost. I know the organization and just the team itself, which the Bills got a very good team. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They will do anything just to make it to the Super Bowl, but it's a curse for the Bills. I'm going to change the subject for a minute, but it has to do everything with what I'm talking about. It's like the Boston Red Sox. They were cursed for 101 years without winning, you know what I'm saying, a World Series until they were able to win a World Series. So you see, there's some teams in every sports that goes through a curse like this. And I think the Buffalo Bills suffers the biggest curse when it comes to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's so many, you know what I'm saying, players that wish from the Buffalo Bills that they can turn back the heads of times so they can be able to just win one. Just one. And Jim Kelly, the quarterback, Thurman Thomas, and so many others, they never had the privilege. They never had the chance to win a championship in the Super Bowl. And I know till this day, the Buffalo fans are so crushed because the Buffalo team, you know what I'm saying? We got to be real, and I'm going to give the real perspectives. I can't be biased. The Buffalo team have always had a good organization, you know what I'm saying? They've always had great players, you know what I mean? And players that are even Hall of Famers. And Josh Allen now, him being 8-7 in playoff games, you know what I'm saying? And not ever making it to the Super Bowl. I gotta admit, he's a hell of a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? But he seems to choke every time it comes to that point. And a lot of people are now starting to say, is Josh Allen a fraud? Is he a choker like LeBron James in basketball? You understand what I'm saying? Or like Lamar Jackson with the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? And Lamar Jackson is what, 3-5? And when it comes to playoffs or even coming close to being to the Super Bowl. So you see, there's players out there that do not or can't break out that curse and be able to establish and accomplish and achieve, you know, what Mahomes has done, what Tom Brady has done, you know, Joe Montana. But at least I got to give it to Josh Allen because he took accountability and responsibility and blamed himself, him being the leader and the captain of the Buffalo Bills. Rather like LeBron James, who never takes accountability for shit. But here we go. The Buffalo Bills are famous for losing 4 consecutive Super Bowls. 4 from 1991 to 1994. A streak that cemented their curse with the first loss defined by Scott Norwood's wide right field goal, while recent curse that involves quarterback Josh Allen and the Kansas City Chiefs reportedly ending their championship hopes in the playoffs. What's wrong? Isn't it a curse? But tough playoff lucks. Key mistakes and strong opponents, particularly the Chiefs in the modern era, blocking their Super Bowl return despite strong teams. Just like I said, the Buffalo Bills has always had a good team, but they just can't surpass this curse. And it says 4 straight losses. The Bills are the only team to appear in 4 consecutive Super Bowls and lose all 4 of them. That's crazy, dog. Wide right. The first lost Super Bowl, January 1991, is iconic for Scott Norwood's missed field goal with seconds left, giving the New York Giants the win. Dominant opponents. The subsequent losses were to strong Washington and Dallas teams who outplayed the Bills. Modern curse talk. Josh Allen era. Chiefs dominance. The recent narrative centers on the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, reportedly eliminating the Bills in the AFC playoffs, preventing them from reaching the Super Bowl chance in the 90s championship window. Fans feel a recruiting frustration as the Bills, despite being contenders with Josh Allen, consistently fall short in the playoffs, echoing past heartbreaks. Yeah, bruh. Hey, I know they will give anything just for one Super Bowl win, just like I said, but it keeps going. What's wrong? Factors in their losses. Historical defense struggles, coaching errors, misplays like wide right with the field goal, and fumbles contributed to the 90s losses. Contemporary. While not a curse, they face expansional teams, the Chiefs, and it is a curse. Stop saying it's not a curse. It's a fucking curse. Once again, I'll read it. Face exceptional teams, the Chiefs, and have had crucial playoff moments to go against them, prolonging the Super Bowl drought. I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's crazy but easy to say that the Buffalo Bills have had plenty of chances and opportunities to win a Super Bowl and to even accomplish and achieve, you know what I'm saying, to even make it to the Super Bowl with Josh Allen. But they always fall short, you understand, by coaching mistakes or errors, or, you know, just the quarterback itself fumbling, or, you know, throwing interceptions, or not making it to the end zone, you know what I'm saying? So they're giving the they're giving the other opponents the chance to score off their turnovers and their mistakes, which gives the other team the chance to be not miserable like the Bills, but to be able to beat the Bills in these important games. I know that the Buffalo fans are extremely exhausted. They have been, to me, I think the Buffalo Bills are one of the most loyalist fans in NFL history. They do not give up on the Bills. They do not surrender on the Bills. They cry, they get mad, they get sad, they get frustrated. They get to the point they want to pull their hairs that they don't even have in their head. You know, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But it just comes to a point that they just can't take it anymore. And these are the 4 Super Bowl sadness losses that the Bills have endured. You know, the one with the New York Giants, which is the most horrific and most historical loss of the Bills dynasty and, you know, history being a team. And then you got the Washington, you know what I'm saying? And then the Cowboys back to back. And you can see it. You can see 91, 92, 93, and 94. And I know Josh Allen is frustrated. I know he's had enough. I know he wants to make the Buffalo Bill fans happy, and he wants to shut up the critics, and he wants to shut up the haters, and he wants to win a championship. And this brother has a beautiful career. I'm talking about over 30,000 yards, and the list goes on and on. His percentage in passing, his touchdown ratings, the man is amazing. But every time he gets to these moments, he chokes. Just like Lamar Jackson, he chokes. So to say that he's the best player in NFL today, no, I can't agree with that. And as you can see, as of early 2026, Buffalo Bills QB Josh Allen holds a strong career playoff record of 8 wins and 7 losses in 15 games, but yet has to reach a Super Bowl despite leading the Bills to multiple deep playoff runs and earning multiple AFC East titles. While his regular season success includes leading the team to the playoffs in 6 of his first 7 full seasons, showcasing elite stats in both passing and rushing throughout his career. Playoff career through early 2016. Record 8-7 in 15 games. Key stats: 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 767 rushing yards, and 9 rushing touchdowns. That's impressive. That's fucking amazing, bruh. And then it says, notable, holds the record for the most playoff wins without a Super Bowl appearance. That's the curse right there. That's the curse. Chiefs rivalry, 0-4 record against the Kansas City Chiefs in the postseason, though he has excellent stats in these games. That's the curse. Every time they get to that point in the playoffs, they end up losing. And that's a curse, just like the Boston Red Sox in baseball had. Every time they made it to the first round, all the playoffs, they choked. Until they were able to surpass that curse, they were able to win, World Series. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. And as you can see, overall, led the Bills to 7 playoff appearances in 8 seasons, 2018 to 2025, winning the AFC East 5 straight years, 2025 season partial. 10 games played, 18 TDs, which is touchdown, 7 interceptions, and 2,456 yards passing. That is fucking diabolical. Career totals through 2025, over 28,000 passing yards, 213 passing touchdowns, and 75 rushing touchdowns. Bruh, that's amazing, bruh. That's fucking crazy. His numbers are fucking amazing, but he just can't surpass this curse. Key takeaway: Allen is an elite quarterback with fantastic numbers, consistently leading the Bills to success, but has faced tough postseason losses, often to the Chiefs, preventing a Super Bowl appearance so far. So there's no argument in how great this quarterback is. Look at this. As the Buffalo Bills quarterback from 2018 through 2025 season, Josh has amazing impressive stats, including over 30,000 yards, 200 plus touchdowns, and a strong passer rating alongside significant rushing production, but also a notable number of fumbles. A mistake that corresponds to him every time he gets to these important moments, leading the team to multiple playoffs appearances with strong individual performances, despite the ultimate goal of a Super Bowl still pending. He's known for his dual threat ability, leading the Bills to consistent contention in the AFC East and beyond. He is a summary of his career with the Bills through the end of the 2025 season. Overall, 2018-2025, games played, 128, passing yards, 30,102, touchdown passing, 213, interceptions, 91. So you see, the man has impressive numbers and accolades and stats. You cannot deny that. You can't deny that the man is a great quarterback. He's a great team leader. But when it comes to these special moments, he chokes. Do y'all think that he's a fraud? Do y'all think that he will ever win a championship? Do y'all think that he will ever surpass the Buffalo Bills curse? I don't know. But I want to know what everybody else thinks out there, especially the Buffalo fans. If y'all want to comment me down below, that'll be great. I will appreciate that. That is what is killing this young man. The point of not surpassing this curse. As you can see, completion, 63.8%. Passer rating, 94.4%. Rushing yards, 4,721. Rushing touchdown, 70 plus. Estimated from yearly stats. Bruh, Wow, bro. These numbers are incredible. Key seasons and highlights. 2020 emerged as the top QB with 4,544 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 107.2 rating, earning PFWA MVP of the year. 2021-2023 maintained elite levels, averaging over 4,300 yards and 30-plus touchdowns annually. That is bananas. Playoffs. Holds a strong playoff record with significant yardage, though with high fumble rates. Once again, that's what is killing him in these special moments. The mistakes, the fumbles, the interceptions. That is what is preventing him not making it to the Super Bowl. And signature style, dual threat, a powerful arm combined with the elite rushing ability, breaking tackles, and extending plays. So you see, there's nothing wrong that I could say about this young man or disrespect him in any type of shape, way, or form. But I can't defend him when it comes to the choking part. And I know the Buffalo Bill fans are feeling the same way as I am as I do this video, and I'm explaining and giving full details of this man's career and the reason why they still have this curse. But let's keep going. High risk, high reward. Known for big plays, but also for high turnovers, worthy plays, especially fumbles. Need I say more? Josh Allen's stats solidifies his status as a franchise quarterback, making him one of the NFL's most dynamic players in recent years, also in the mix of postseason success. He gets there. That's not the problem. He gets there with no problem. Significantly, his numbers say it all. You know what I'm saying? But I've been getting to get the sense that there's people that make excuses and are saying that it's, you know what I'm saying, the defense, you know, that it's not helping him, you know what I'm saying, to elevate and escalate to the level that he needs to be at. I'm going to tell you something. He took accountability for the loss. So don't blame the team. Don't blame the defensive team. Don't blame, the defensive linemen, the cornerbacks, the tail tackles. Don't blame none of them. He blamed himself. He took accountability, and that's what a team leader and a team captain does. You take accountability for these losses, and he did just that. And I congratulate him for that, because you saw the emotion that he was talking about when he did that press conference. This man was emotional. He started crying. So my heart and my respect goes out to this man, because he said the truth. You see, I can go way back when it comes to the Bills, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I can go back to when, you know what I'm saying, these two magnificent players were elite players, and how much loyalty the fans always showed them, how respectable, how the fans would stand on freezing cold temperatures, waiting to get in there and cheer for the Buffalo Bills. Even if they lost, they were still there. But the Buffalo legacy and their chances to ever making it to the Super Bowl, it looks this foggy. It looks real fogged out. Like maybe there will never be a chance, or they will never make it. And I don't want to think like that, because I believe that the Buffalo Bills, once, you know what I'm saying, they get over this curse, that they are able to come together as a team and as an organization and win the championship, the Super Bowl, for their fans who have been so loyal and so dedicated to them. You understand? I think the fans are the ones that are suffering the most, that are taking this impact even bigger than, Josh Allen, the coaching staff, the defensive staff, the secondary staff, just everybody that has prepared themselves and accumulated themselves, to get to this position and in this moment. And every time they do, they fail. I mean, I'm lost for words because I'm speaking from a fan perspective, even though I'm not a fan of the Buffalo Bills, but I know how the fans feel because I've seen Miami, because I live in Miami, and I have seen Miami, through their ups, their downs, their devastating, whack-ass, seasons that they done had. I saw what happened to Dan Marino. I mean, it was just horrendous. And Dan Marino went to one Super Bowl. That was his first year playing in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, and they lost. And ever since then, Dan Marino never went back to the Super Bowl. So when I look at the Buffalo Bill fans, you got to give it up to them. They are still loyal. They're still there for their Buffalo Bills. They're still cheering and clapping and applauding and making sure that they stay loyal and they stay fanatics like they've always have when it comes to their team. So I gotta admit, these are one of the most loyalist fans when it comes to any sports in history. So for Josh Allen, take this, break. Think, what are you going to do? Think what you can capacitate and, change to give the fans at least one championship. You know what I'm saying? At least just one. That's all they asking for. One championship. You know what I mean? And you are a sensational quarterback. You can make this happen. But through your mistakes, through your flaws, and through your fumbles and your errors, it's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? But I know the Buffalo fans believe in you. And I know they want you to accomplish and presume this curse that the Buffalo Bills are going through for you to accomplish and win a championship for, the Buffalo Bills, the city, the state, and also the most important part, your fans. Your fans deserve it, Josh Allen. Buffalo Bills, your fans deserve one championship. There ain't no way that you're going to have fans that are going to stand in this cold, not if you're not the Cincinnati Bengals or the Cleveland Browns or the Dallas Cowboys. There is no way that they're going to stand out there in freezing cold and support you and be there like the Buffalo Bills fans do, or the Cleveland Browns, or the Cincinnati Bengals, and several others that do it. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta give the Buffalo Bills a championship. Do it for your fans. And do it for the critics. So you can shut them up. And you could be able to wave your hand up high with your big fat ring, no Diddy, you know what I'm saying, and say, we are Super Bowl champions. Look at your fans. They're depressed, sad, agitated, tired, frustrated, angry. You know what I'm saying? Because all they want is just one championship, one Super Bowl. That's all they asking for. So I'm going to tell you like this. Take this time to elevate, to get things processed through your mind. Talk to your team, talk to your coach, and talk to everybody within the organization and see what y'all can do, what y'all can manifest, what y'all can do better to make the team better and get out this curse so you can win a championship, my boy. Because you have it in you, and I know you have it in you, but it just hasn't came out yet. So with all due respect, my respect to you runs a mile. I'm not here disrespecting you. I'm not here trying you. I'm not here exposing you. I'm not here criticizing you. But the choking has to stop, my boy. The errors and mistakes and the fumbles, it has to stop. Because your fans are expecting a Super Bowl. They're expecting their quarterback to come through. They're expecting the Buffalo Bills team to deliver. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if I spoke the truth, you know what I'm saying? And I want mostly Buffalo Bills fans to comment me because I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want to hear how y'all feel. And most of all, do y'all want this quarterback, this amazing young quarterback, to win a championship from y'all? I want to hear from Buffalo Bill fans and everybody else that decides to comment. Y'all let me know. This is your boy Chico Black, a.k.a. Jaloso. Y'all have a beautiful Sunday. I'll be coming out with more videos like this. But yeah, man, I just felt I had to do this for the Buffalo Bill fans because it's time. It's time for the Bills to win the Super Bowl. Well, I'm out of here. Peace.